Hi everyone, this is Satyajit. Welcome to my channel Cloud Journey with Satyajit. Okay, so in our last two videos, we already discussed about how to access the server using the private key. And if one of our private key got deleted or misplaced, or any public key also, okay, misplaced, and how we can restore it using the rescue instance. Okay, so we already discussed in our last two videos. So today we are going to discuss about how many ways we can access to the server. Okay, so we can access any Linux server, Linux or Windows, any server, right? So two ways. One is key-based authentications, one is password-based authentications, right? So key-based authentications means, as we know, like there is a two keys. One is private key, which will be shared with the respective persons who wants to access or who is the administrator, and another one is the public key. It will be present in the authorized file. So when both the key match, then we can able to access to the server. Another one is password-based authentications. Like if a person has a user created on the server itself, and the password, we stated password, then the person has to log in with that username and password to the server. But key-based authentication is more secure. So that's the reason it is also recommended. So we are using key-based authentications. So now the PEM file, right? When we create the server, it will ask for the PEM file, which is the main key. Okay. That PEM file we cannot share with everyone because that is the main PEM file, which has all the sudo access and everything. Let's say 10 user from an organizations, they share the PEM key with each other. Okay. Same PEM key. Okay. So then anyone can go because that has sudo access. Anyone can log in and do anything. Deletion. Okay, if they do deletion also, then no one cannot track it. Okay, who did that? Because if you see the logs, it will say the EC2 user, and but that EC2 user key is already shared with everyone, so no one cannot track it. Okay, so now we will see it how we can create our own custom key. Okay, instead of that PEM file, we can use our own key. Okay, let us do that. Okay, so now if you see my screen, the server jump server 8 is in running state. So this is the public IP address. Okay. And there is a key associated. Key is the private key. So I can, let's say, as I like the PEM file is there with me. So how I will log in it? I will just copy the public IP, and I will just SSH-I and I will specify the key pair. Okay, and the default user is EC2 user, and I will specify the IP. Then I am able to log in. Okay, I'm able to log into the server. But now, how to create my own key so that instead of this private key.pem file, instead of specifying that, I can specify my own file. Okay, my own file into that. Okay, how to do that? Let me come to the command prompt. I can generate the key anywhere. Okay, if you are from Windows, you can use puttygen tool. There also you can generate the key, or else you can go to the command prompt. You can use the SSH-Keygen command. Okay, so command is SSH-Keygen. So it will generate the key pair, public and private key pair. If you enter it, it is just generating the key pair. Okay, and the key pair will be stored in where? It is stored in user satyajit and name is ID_SA. Okay, so you don't want that name. Let me want Satyajit. Okay, so it is asking for passphrase for no secure, for more secure. I'm not adding anything. I'm just putting enter again. So what it does, see, if you see here, your identification has been saved in Satyajit and Satyajit.pub. So when it is specified .pub means it's a public, as the name justify, or name, and the only Satyajit means it is a private key. How you'll verify? I will just do ls-l. If you see here, Satyajit.pem and okay, it means okay, earlier there is a key there, Satyajit name. So what I'm doing it, I'm deleting it, all the key to make it not create any confuse. I'm deleting all. Okay. If you see, there is no Satyajit named key, and I will generate the new key pair. Okay. So just create the key pair. Okay, and it will ask for the name. You can specify, let's say I'm specifying Satyajit. Okay, and no passphrase, and it generate the key. How verify? Let's type an L do again. See Satyajit dot uh, once again, okay, sorry, my bad. Here, Satyajit and Satyajit.pub. So you see the today date, 25 June. Okay, so Satyajit, no extension means this is the private key, and Satyajit.pub is the public key. Okay, so I just rename it, move Satyajit to Satyajit.pem for our understanding. Okay, I just renamed it. Okay. And I'll just copy this key. You can specify this path, or I just copying to the downloads path to make it more easier. Okay. I'm just moving into the downloads folder because it is not in my downloads folder. So I copied in the downloads folder. This PEM key means private key is there. Now this is the public key. I will just copy the public key. Okay. Satyajit.pub. So this is my public key. Okay. I'll just clear the screen and uh, copy it correctly, because if any mismatch means it will not going to work. Okay, so now this is my public key. I'll just copy it. Okay, don't copy any extra line or extra space also. So copy it. So now I'll log into the EC2 instance. Okay, I already, the command is there with me. I'll just log into that EC2 instance. So I'm already logged in. So now what you can do, if you go to the PWD, like the authorized key will be there in the .ssh folder. Okay, .ssh. And if you see here, there is a authorized key file will be there. So I will just open the authorized key. I just open a new line and I will just paste the key. Okay, that key I have added, which is I generated for Satyajit. So that's it. I'm just going to save it. Okay, that's it. And now exit from the session. Now specify the key. I have to specify SSH-I downloads. Instead of private key. Okay, like the server EC2 instance key is the private key. Okay, this is private key, the PEM file. But this time I'm not going to specify the private key. I'm going to specify the Satyajit.pem, the new key I generated. Okay, PEM. Then user is default EC2 user, because EC2 user authorized file I added. Okay, so just for basic steps, I'm going to do that. But in the next videos, again in the next, we'll create our own user, not EC2 user. I will just say what is the problem of specifying EC2 user. Okay, sorry, my bad. I have to copy the public IP, SSH-I downloads, and the key like Satyajit.pem. Okay, then EC2 user, the default user @ the IP of the server, like the public IP. Just copy the public IP and specify the public IP. If you enter that, it is going to work. Okay, so it is taking you to EC2 user because we already added into the EC2 user key. But this time I specify the Satyajit.pem, not your private key.pem. Okay, so I can able to switch. So now you can ask questions. And here also someone can do the sudo su. Okay, sudo su. If you specify the Satyajit.pem file also, they can do the switch to the root user and they can do whatever it is that. So here also no one cannot track it. Why? Because I'm already logged into the EC2 user only. There is no such user. I'm already logged into the EC2 user only. Okay, so in how to secure that? Okay, this is just one way, because let's say the private key got deleted. Okay, what I'm saying is like the current EC2 instance which is running. Okay, and this PEM file is named as private key. Okay, if this private key got deleted, there is a backup is there now, Satyajit.pem file. There is a backup in the sense I can still use that private key.pem file got misplaced. I cannot log into the server, but still I have a backup Satyajit.pem. Okay, I can able to log in. That is just a backup purpose, and I can use our own key. Okay, so that is one way, but still it has a problem, because though I logged in using that Satyajit.pem file, but anyway, I'm logged into the EC2 user only. I'm doing login. So then we can go back to the switch to root user, and I can do whatever I can. Okay, but that is not the required statement. Okay, that is not the expectations. Expectations should be, if anyone is doing anything on your server, administrator can track it, or anyone can track it who is doing what. Okay, from the logs also we can verify. Here also we can verify from the logs but it will come as a EC2 user. Let's say someone deleted the file. It will come as a EC2 user deleted the file. As that key is with everyone, let's say organizations, 10 people are managing and 10 people have that keys. So we cannot track it. Okay. So to overcome that, so that is just a problem statement. In our next videos, we will understand how to create the own user and own key and how to log in that. Okay. Please practice it. And if you have any questions, put in the comments and I will help you out. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you.